Welcome guys to Tech Explorers, and in today's video let us learn how you can be able to check your RAM speed. If you want to upgrade your RAM or you want to increase your RAM or to downgrade your RAM, how can you be able to do this? For you to be able to upgrade or downgrade your RAM, you need to know some of these factors. You need to know how many RAMs or how many RAM slots or how many slots in your PC that can be able to accommodate the RAM chips. So how do you go about it? So with this knowledge, you can be able to upgrade and downgrade your RAM. So let nobody write you that you can be able to upgrade your RAM using by installing a certain program. The only way you can be able to upgrade your RAM is just by upgrading the chip. So if, for example, you are riding on a 4GB RAM, you can be able to upgrade your RAM by just installing for example, another 4GB RAM. And when you sum up the two RAMs, you'll have a total space of that is 8GB RAM. So if you want to increase your RAM, you have to install the chips. And before you install the chips, you have to know some of the properties that your PC needs. That is some of the properties of the RAM that you need. And one of the property that you have to take into account, one is the RAM speed, and the other one the type of RAM you need. Do you need either a DDR3 or a DDR4? So you need to confirm that. And how do you go about it? So you don't have to open your PC, or you don't have to open to check your computer motherboard by opening your PC. So all you need to do is you can just check the RAM properties in your PC directly, that is in Windows 11. And how do you go about it? So all you need to do is just click the search button and search for the task manager. And in the task manager, we'll be able to see the size of the RAM that we need. So let me open the task manager. And this is my task manager. Let me maximize it. Let me maximize my task manager. And in the task manager, I can be able to check that is the performance. So you just need to click the performance, and when you click the performance, you can see we have a place. You have, for example, we have the CPU, we have the memory, we have the disk, we have the Ethernet, we have Wi-Fi, and we have the GPU. But our main interest is the memory. So you just need to click the memory here, and you can be able to access all the properties, that is all your RAM properties. And you can see I'm riding on an 8GB DDR3. So in case I want to upgrade, for example, my RAM from 8GB to, for example, 12GB or even 16GB, I need to purchase a DDR3. Then not just the RAM type, there is something else that you need to take into account, because you may just go and buy a RAM, then the moment you try to fit in into your PC, you find that the two RAMs have issues. So for example, the original RAM and the RAM that you have just slided onto your that is your RAM slot, you find that they are not synchronizing with your system. So you need to purchase a RAM that exactly the same RAM type, and the RAM matching with the original RAM, that is the original RAM speed. For example, you can see my RAM has a speed of that is 1600 MHz, that is 1600 megahertz. And in case I have to buy a new RAM, or in case I have to upgrade or downgrade my RAM, I need to purchase a 1600 megahertz. So I need to replace the original RAM with a 1600 MHz, that is megahertz RAM, and it must be a DDR3. So those are some of the factors, those are some of the consideration that you need to take into account. Something else that you need to take into account, you can be able to know if your PC has one RAM slot or two RAM slots. So you can be able to read that. You can see here, for example, slot used. The current RAM that I am using here is on slot 1 out of 2, meaning my PC has 2 slots. So in case I need to upgrade my RAM, I can just, for example, I have an 8GB, I need for example a 12GB RAM, so I can just go and buy a 4GB RAM and just slide it onto the second slot. So that is how simply you can be able to upgrade your RAM from, for example, 2GB to 4GB, 8GB to 12GB, any RAM size that you need. That's how you go about it. So all you need to take into account is the type of RAM you need. For my case, I need a DDR3, you can see here. And also something else that you need to take into account is the RAM speed. My RAM speed is 1600 megahertz. So when I'm going to buy a RAM, I need to take into consideration those two factors. Otherwise, if you don't take into consideration those two factors, your RAM will not synchronize with your system. So that's all you need to know when you are upgrading your RAM. That's all I had for today, guys. Kaidre, don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.